Yo, it's your boy White Stacks, the engineer at All Pro Studios, letting you know that the podcast was recorded at and brought to you by All Pro Studios, 2738 Rojero Road, Jacksonville, Florida, 904-742-7776. Over 25 years of recording and production experience under one roof. So give them a call to set up your next session today, 904-742-7776.
You know we talk that bud talk. Hey, episode 2. We back,
We're
bitches.
back.
Yeah. What's today's date, bro? It's
The
it's
21st.
the 21st of 2017, January 21st, 2017. It's sad day. It's about to be Sunday in a few minutes for real. So guess what, bro?
What's happening?
We got a different president.
Well,
We got a new president, man. This shit official. Ain't nobody dead yet, so everything all right.
no, but at least 95 people are locked up.
Nah, man, but yeah, hey, special salute to the Barack Hussein Obama, man. Job well done, man.
Oh, man.
You got in there, you got it, yeah, you got in there again, like back to back, like for real. You ain't just do 2 terms. You did 4 and then did 4 more on their ass as the first black president ever. You did that shit scandal free, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's enough in itself, man. You had a host of other accomplishments and just other great ideas that probably didn't get put into place, but we know why, and it's all good, man. You got in there and you stood up as the first black president. You ain't fold, you ain't really show out and fuck it up for everybody.
Like all the white presidents.
You feel me? But yeah, man, you out of there and your boy is in there. Somehow, some way, that shit done happened. They done
Lord of mercy.
they done swore. What I guess the word is they swore him in. I did not partake in parts of the inauguration. One, because I was at work. I got a regular job. But 2, I did not choose to like fuck off at my regular job like I do for everything else on my cell phone. I didn't choose to look that shit up to see if it was streaming or nothing like that. Like,
Fuck that shit. Straight up.
hey, but in stoner news regarding the inauguration,
Da-da-da-da.
I did just very recently, like within the last couple of hours, I saw the footage from the group of protesters up there that had apparently rolled up to 4,200 joints and gave them bitches out, and they did that for real, and they unanimously like lit them bitches. And that was pretty fucking dope, man. That was some good
No
420
pun
shit.
intended. No pun intended.
all pun intended, bro. They dope. That was dope,
The biggest hot box in the history of everdom.
and I mean that in both ways. Wiz Khalifa voice said. Yeah, man.
So who's gonna get the shout out for the beginning of this episode? Who
Oh, yeah,
who we
that's-
fucking with in the city?
Yeah, so they don't know, man. We're gonna try to bring some positivity to the city, man. We're gonna find a way somehow to incorporate in these podcast episodes, like, just a shout out to somebody who we fuck with, somebody who we know is doing something in the city, man. Or who is doing something that we feel is positive and just worth being, upheld. They not sponsoring us. They not asking us to do it, but we fuck with them and we doing that. So who gonna get our first? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Let's go and give the first one to John Cartel,
Chef John.
Chef John, because not only do he be busting his ass and whipping up them plates at clubs and mobile throughout the city, but he also found time a few times before the holidays to go downtown and feed the homeless. And you know what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
So that's positive,
Yeah, he's a craftsman and apparently a humanitarian.
So that's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
positive. And he can cook his ass off. So
Shout out to Chef John, man.
Free
You already
plates.
know we fuck with you, bro.
free plates. Free plates. Chef Cartel.
Nah, man, that man amazing for real though.
And he
Like,
cool as shit, I fuck with humble people. So,
Yeah, yeah.
It don't matter where he's been or what he's doing. It's still, you know what I'm saying? 100.
Absolutely. Young black entrepreneur, man, for real. Some old top 30 under 30 type shit.
You feel me?
But yeah. So that's that. So first official Bud Talk, positive shout out. We'll give that shit some kind of official name later. We really be thugging this shit like this our second episode, and we gonna fix it as we go. That's something I want to shout out. This is for real. This is like real shit. Shout out to everybody who um who listened to the first episode. Shout out to everybody who found a way to share the link. Shout out to everybody who liked it, commented on it, gave us any kind of feedback. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. When we started recording, or before we started recording, my intention was for us to just start recording and saving and uploading these episodes and promoting it to the best of our abilities, I guess. But I really didn't expect to have no kind of real listenership off top. I really thought we were gonna be like 3 or 4 episodes in, or just talking to ourselves and being the only ones who listen to our shit before somebody was like, "Hey, I heard you guys podcast."
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, but for real, man, we got when I uploaded it, we got like almost 50 plays. We still at 48.
No, we're 49 now.
We got 49 plays within the first week.
Yeah.
Didn't we do this? This was a week.
Yeah. Well, I think it's been 2 weeks since we uploaded the first one.
But, because it was January 7th. But
within the course of a full week, we was up to 50. Which there's people out there with songs that have been up for 5 months with 15 plays.
Hey man, listen, I don't get 50 likes or comments or interactions on damn near anything I do, and I've really been on this social media shit since I. So check this out.
I hit the button on SoundCloud.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, bro, and this is something I know is a real big deal in the world of podcasts. They be dead serious about them phones, boy.
I was on SoundCloud checking the numbers, and I hit somebody's song. Oops.
Stop touching shit, bro. Fumble fingers ass.
I pay this bill.
But no, I don't get that kind of interaction online for real. And
on a regular basis anyway.
We got real deal, genuine feedback real quick. Like people, and not just I heard it, like I see what y'all boys doing. Like it was I heard it, I liked it, and I'm waiting to hear some more.
Yeah.
So that's like listenership and developing a following all at the same time. And I really fuck with that, man. We really fuck with all y'all who did that, and we hope y'all continue to do it.
And those that listened and reposted that they were listening, shout out to them. Like Cooper Kim, I know she did it a couple times.
And those who didn't, man, if you do continue to listen, we'll appreciate if y'all did that too. Like, man, let somebody know y'all fuck with. I know the last one was the first one, so that was kind of to you. But man, once you hear it, if you like what you hear, man, share it. Somebody else might like it too.
Treat it like a recipe or a dumbass meme and just hit the share button.
But yeah, that's Bud Talk Podcast, man. Hey, so check this out. This is Justin, otherwise known as Justin Plains, man. I know like this our podcast, but we're gonna have to remember to like introduce ourselves to those who may be listening to us for the first time. But yeah, I'm Justin.
Hi, my name's Damon. Damon, aka White Stacks, the engineer / everything else. Stoners Lane official.
All that. You feel me?
Yeah.
We'll get to the handles and all that later, man. But what's up, man? How you been, man, the last 2 weeks, man?
Busy as shit.
As usual.
The little success we did see with the numbers that we did get kind of had me really thinking, like, for this year, I'm really fixing to, like, maximize on every hustle that I have and find a way to walk in my job in December and be like, I'm out. Like, because I'm done, but it's been a busy beginning to the year between, with everything going on, trying to get them, got this party going on with Dreamus, the Stoners Lane. So I've been trying to get everything going with that and studio shit and work shit and bills. And a couple more bills.
Speaking of bills, hey, check this out. As y'all can see, we don't have any sponsors just yet. So again, man,
you feel me?
If y'all looking to help us out a little bit, y'all want us to help you out a little bit, we'll read ads for your company, your mostly probably for your company, man. We ain't finna be out here promoting parties and shit like that.
No.
But man, you got something going on, man. You want us to get the word out for you, man. Let us know what's up, man. Hit us up at Bud Talk Podcast at gmail.com, man. Otherwise, you'll be able to get at us at the various social media handles that we'll make available to you throughout the podcast. But yeah, we need to pay. We got bills we need to pay. And otherwise, man, we really just want to promote the city, man. Like we are homegrown. Like we all about our own culture here for real.
Yeah,
I'm at least trying to be. I'm gonna say that.
yeah, we're gonna try and stay loyal to the city and uplift them as much as we can with talk about certain people's music and things people have going on. But we'll give it a shot. See how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we support everybody. So with us supporting those people that we do support via this podcast, we'll see what the reciprocation looks like. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
But I genuinely fuck with the city, so do what I can for them.
You heard?
What's new in your world? What's going on? What's
Man,
popping?
I can't tell you what's popping. I'm too regular for popping. The most I was in the streets was today. I was at the barber shop for a few hours. You feel me? Yeah. No, but I enjoyed that in itself, man. I always enjoy getting out into something like the barbershop, man. I know a lot of times people may think the barbershop is annoying and tedious and it take up your time. Like if you ain't really in there like that, you ain't setting appointments with your barbers, man, you might be in the barbershop for a few hours trying to get in where you fit in. And then if you got kids, it's even more. So I was down there today with two of mine, but me and one of them were getting a haircut because the other one's a girl. But man, I bumped into a few people I really mess with, who are doing things in the city, man. Shout out to them. I seen bumped into your boy DJ Cap, man. Shout out DJ Cap or Die. You feel me?
They out in St. Augustine right now, tearing it up.
Word.
Yeah, him and Rick Rude, the whole camp.
True that. But yeah, man, we was in the barbershop, man, chopping it up, kicking game, talking shit like how you normally do in the barbershop, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much the most I be in the streets, man. I'm a real family guy, so
homebody looking man.
The most that's new to me is some old political news or some entertainment shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
What's been going on in your entertainment life, man? What kind of entertainment news you got for us today, bro?
Okay, entertainment. A Boogie with the hoodie. That's all I've been riding to for like a week now. Since somebody told me you need to tighten up and listen to bruh.
Yeah, bro, be going.
Bruh. Motherfucking McFlamo. You feel me? Few things I did see over the past 2 weeks that I was going to address.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
So is this the segment where we address shit like in a no, we ain't gonna do that.
No,
take off.
Remove corny shit here.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get shady at the beginning of our shit. You know what I'm saying?
With regular mainstream media, what pisses me off is they always try to keep as much negativity festering in the people as possible, and they try to make it like when the vote came down and we figured out we were fucked.
Yeah.
Now you got all these stories about all these random acts of enraged racism in public. You know what I'm saying? Like people all of a sudden coming out the woodwork. Yeah, I was pumping my gas and it was N-word this and N-word that and they sped off angrily. I've never in my life. Well, we're in a city where people get shot at the Jacksonville landing, and you're telling me that somebody cussed you out and called you all kinds of racial slurs at the gas pump just because Trump got in office? So the racists are bold now?
I mean, I haven't myself been in the room with somebody who has found that courage recently, but I have heard from more than mainstream media in very recent days that they like. I've seen friends of mine saying that, oh man, I just finally witnessed that racism y'all talking about. And I don't know if it's like happening to them or if they just in the room while it's happening to somebody else, but those to me are more credible sources than the mainstream media when it comes to shit like that. Because like you say, I do believe in sensationalism, and I think a lot of times that's what's going on in the media is sensationalism, where people are going to what's the word, perpetuate some shit that's they inflame it. Like it might have happened somewhere, but then
Kind of like
like you say,
Facebook.
they
Yeah,
try to
I
make it
feel
seem
you.
like it's happening everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But nah, like I said, some people who I know for real who wouldn't put on like that have said that
Some shit. Yeah.
going on, man, out here, man. Hey, man.
Well, what led to that was I was on World Started a few mornings back, and there was a video of a waitress in Virginia. It's a black woman,
Yeah.
and she's apparently one of the happiest servers in that area. You know what I'm saying? And some dude left her a note on a receipt that said, "No tip, great service, don't tip black people."
Okay. No tip, great. Oh, the customer was like,
Yeah,
"No, there is no tip. It was great service, but I don't fuck around like
I don't tip black people.
that." Ew.
Yeah, that's what's going down in Ashburn, Virginia, people. So but I thought that was disrespectful as fuck. Like if you can fix your face or your hand to write or say some stupid shit like that, because I grew up off of tips because my mother was a waitress. You know what I'm saying? And
You feel me?
like that's some real fuck shit. And I mean, and like so that okay, that is somewhat of a display of the racist getting bold, but
No, it's a lot more bold than that. That kind of covert shit. I ain't gonna even call that covert shit, but that's that on your way out type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's been going on.
Yeah.
When somebody on their way out and they're like, nigger, you know what I'm saying? They just start, run to the car real fast and shit. But like or like you say, like leave some shit on a note that they're not gonna see your reaction to it, and you're not gonna look them in the face so they can look at you and say they meant to say that shit for real. That's been going on.
what I've noticed as of late is a lot more young people are exposing their racist side. It used to be all the old heads that still have that shit instilled in their soul.
Yeah, man.
But now you see people in our age bracket that are on some real disrespectful shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the social media shit, man. People get to see too much. When we was younger, it was the old heads who was racist, and usually the kids who said some shit out their mouth or did some shit.
Yeah, fuck you.
The kids who did some real racist shit, it was because their parents it exemplified that in front of them. I had a situation when I was a kid where some obviously racist white kids jumped out their front window of their house, to antagonize us as we was walking past, and it seemed to us as if they had been like sicked on us by their mama. You know what I'm saying? So
Probably.
that shit been going on, man. Like
Is that here in Florida?
Oh, that was here in Jacksonville,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah. If it was anywhere near the west side, never mind.
It was never mind. How did you know? You heard this story before, huh?
Yeah. So on a more positive note, I did see another news story that the mentally unstable kid that got kidnapped and disrespected because he was white by the dumbasses in Chicago.
Yeah.
Somebody started a GoFundMe, and like within 4 days after that went viral and the arrest was made, people had already donated over $140,000 to that boy.
Well, damn.
So there's at least 140,000 decent people in the country.
Oh, definitely, yeah, man. They say a lot of times when you do bad to somebody, man, like either your punishment gonna come to you tenfold on that karma shit, or just their bounce back from that shit is gonna put them, you know what I'm saying, somewhere they probably never been before, and you just gotta sit there and watch that shit. But yeah, the people who hadn't did that, they hadn't got arrested real quick, didn't they?
Yeah, because they went live.
Yeah, man.
Bunch of fucking dummies.
What they said, that was a Black Lives Matter movement beating. What kind of stupid
They say
shit?
what now?
Well,
Say what?
When the shit initially happened, like they put, you know what I'm saying, the Black Lives Matter name on that shit ASAP. Like it was a Black Lives Matter beating. Like members of the Black Lives Matter, like they, that shit.
Yeah,
that shit like
yeah,
a gang to them now. Like,
Yeah. But they have no problem with the guys in the white hoods.
You feel me?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
The clear Black Lives Don't Matter group.
You feel me? This country's so bass backwards. I swear to God.
Hey, but check it. So I remember on the last episode when we sat down in here and talked, we brought up the whole Soldier Boy Chris Brown fight. I've noticed one that the talk around that has kind of died down. I don't know if that's because people just like. I mean, of course we got that quick attention span, that ADD shit, but also yeah, I think a lot of things with Soldier Boy kind of really die down quick. Like nowadays, people really lose interest in that shit as soon as they hear it. But also, I think because of the fact that the so-called fight is in March, I just wanted to, bring up the fact that Jit um has said in his interview that I'm going clean, man. I'm going clean. I ain't smoking no weed. I ain't doing no lean or none of that to the fight. I already had my bets or whatever with Chris Brown anyway. But
Yeah. And he smoked cigarettes, and he was gonna whip the shit out of Soldier Boy. You know what I'm saying?
every time I done seen Soldier since that interview online on Snapchat, man, Jit still, doing his thing with all the shit he said he was gonna stop. He's still smoking, he's still sipping. So he ain't taking something serious. I don't know when that whole clean shit was supposed to start. He said it like he had already, yeah, I'm done. I ain't doing nothing to the yeah, no.
One thing he will take seriously is that ass whooping. You feel me? I'm pretty sure we won't hear shit about no Soldier Boys. Who?
Lump City.
You feel me? He gonna get his ass.
Oh no, I just heard
mollywopped.
something about him or seen something about him online today. Hey man, yeah, man, come on, man. I know I ain't nobody. I ain't got no money. I ain't been too many places yet. But bruh, it's a video online with Soldier Boy right now, apparently like with some Crips. Talking about he finna, you know what I'm saying, had them or they finna jump Chris Brown. How are you a was it a self-proclaimed? How are you an alleged blood conspiring with some Crips to
He's
to
not.
beat up another
They
alleged
say
blood?
Soldier ain't from the hood.
Hey, get off me though.
He ain't nothing, bro.
That shit,
You ain't nothing.
that shit crazy, man. Like, hey, so I like to take a moment to be honest, man. On the real, this podcast was probably supposed to be recorded just slightly earlier. It ain't like a nigga like
Yeah.
was supposed to be here early in the day, but
No, like,
man, because it is Bud Talk, that Bud Talk. Listen,
yeah.
I had me some Bud a little earlier, and
Uh-huh.
I
Tell the story.
all right.
Tell the story. You
all
were supposed to
right,
go get dinner
all right. So yeah, so
for your old lady them.
so yeah, check it. So
So check
as
it, right?
as I had finished consuming said Bud, I was about to head home. Shout out to TJ, man. He a little under the weather. T to the Jizzle, who was on our first episode with us,
Jizzle.
man. He was actually gonna come through tonight and fuck with us, but he a little under the weather. But I had just finished hanging out with bro, and we did our little thing with some Bud or whatever, and I got a phone call. Hey, babe, on your way home, grab something for me and the kids, and cool. So I go do that, and I'm supposed to go grab the food, drop the food off, come up to the studio for the podcast. All of that could have honestly been done within an hour time, frame, like legitimately. So yeah, that happened. I went and got the food, took the food home, realized I hadn't forgot a part of the order, which threw a monkey wrench in the game. So I go back up to where I got the food from and get what I forgot, get home, drop that off. I'm really then at this point supposed to be in and out back to the up to the studio. I get in, time kind of slip away from me, and so next thing I know, I'm in the bed damn near. Like, I definitely don't have my shoes on no more. My keys ain't on me. Like I carry a pistol. My pistol off my hip. That's where it go at. Like, I'm really like almost there. And he was like, "Oh shit, I'm supposed to be." So that's that good Bud talk, man.
Yeah. So,
But we here,
see what
man. Hey, look,
happened
we
was-
here. We record and we doing what we doing. Nobody missed nothing. You didn't have to take a nap waiting on me or nothing. You got some
I
air.
almost did, bro.
I saw you sitting outside like Martin on House Party.
I almost
on
did,
House
bro.
Party like Bilal was on House Party and was waiting on play.
You feel me?
You a DJ now and shit.
So, breaking news alert. By the time this podcast drops, it might be old news to some, but it might be new news to many.
Uh-oh.
The headline says incarcerated New Orleans rapper BG could be home in a year.
Oh, I was gonna announce that news, man. Shout out to Ty, BG son Ty, man. He with them Jet Life boys with Currency them. I had just recently seen he did a DJ Smalls interview, and he said his daddy time short. He said he either coming home this year or next year, but he said he really shooting for this year. He been hearing some good things. So shout out to BG, man. I've been screaming free BG since BG really announced that he was gonna have to go in for real.
So him, and we got him coming out next year, hopefully. And Buju's supposed to get out December 2018 too, right?
Yeah.
So, hey.
So yeah, they had his shit all fucked up, talking about he was supposed to get out a couple weeks ago. Buju was supposed to be out before we recorded the first episode. I ain't heard shit else since then.
Well, yeah, that's because people just make shit up. And
Well,
put
that
it
was
on
because
Facebook.
the internet said it.
Yeah, if Google said it, bro, it's got to be true. You know what I'm saying?
You heard?
For real.
But yeah, man, that's what's going down, man. Hey, I really don't have no weed news for right now. I don't know if everything was on hold for the inauguration, because hey man, that's something I'm worried about, man. Me being really into the stoner culture and shit, and me looking to be in the entrepreneur part of the stoner culture. I was really looking forward to getting into it here in Florida. To be honest, man, I don't want to have to really uproot and move in search of that shit in the places where it's already legal. So I've been really watching the politics and shit like that, and I'm so happy again for Amendment 2. Shout out.
Hey.
But I really been worried about the politics and the election and shit like that a lot for that reason. Like with the whole juggling of the marijuana, man, we all out here just trying to get this shit removed from the schedule of harmful substances. And honestly, I'm gonna be real, bro. I really expected Barack Obama to just do some nigga shit and hit him with an executive order on the way out.
Signatures on the way out.
Hey, yeah, by the way,
Here you go.
you feel me? Like I just thought he was gonna do it, but he ain't do it. I ain't all the way mad at him for it. But now it's like I gotta find a way to look to Trump for that type of shit. Cause either way it go, I want the president, whoever they may be at whatever given time, to like see that shit for what it is, man, and go ahead and get that up out of there. So I don't know. Maybe I just ain't been properly keeping up with the marijuana news for the last couple of weeks, but I ain't see too much of it come across my way for it, and I think it's because people been really trying to see what he gonna do. I think people think the man really can push a button and just fuck it all up for everything, not even just weed, but just, you know what I'm saying? Like he went in that bitch like, so this is the button? I'm the president now?
Okay. See, that's where people are fucked up, and that's what pissed me off about politics the past 16 years. Because Bush came in, didn't he do 2 terms?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked it up for 8 years straight.
I'm talking about
And then
Rex Shop.
Obama came in, and within 6 months, everybody that didn't like Obama was like, well, what the fuck is Obama doing? He ain't doing shit. What people don't realize when it comes to the presidency is you can't expect one man in a guaranteed 4-year time frame to clean up 40 years of fuckery.
Definitely can't do that.
So, like, even the hunkies and everybody that got their hopes up about motherfucking pussy grabber, what is he really going to accomplish? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, look,
I can't wait because I'm going to be like, what the fuck did your president do? Sit the fuck down.
I am no politician. I'm just a citizen, man. So,
yeah, no.
I mean, look, the man a celebrity. I think that's what I don't like about it the most. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. Like that's a political office, dog. When I get on the plane, I want the pilot to fly the plane. I don't want
Snoop smoking a J.
You feel me? I mean, man, I trust Snoop flying a plane for real before I trust.
He does it every day.
What Trump trying to do with a nation of people, dog. Like aside from anything else, like how we look for all the good human traits in our presidential candidate and all that posturing they doing with putting their family up there and making it look like they got this moral code and all that shit there. Aside from that shit, man, on a professional level, bro, like you applying for top job in this country.
Yeah.
Like literally top job, bro.
Yeah.
And you ain't got no kind of resume for this shit.
But he doesn't, but I will say this, and I'm not defending him, so please don't nobody see me in the street and punch me. But if you think about it from like a logical standpoint, he's the CEO of multiple companies and businesses. And the one thing that no president in a long time has been able to do in this country is manage the fucking finances. You get what I'm saying? Like shit is all we've been hemorrhaging money for 16 years straight now. So from that standpoint, like international trade agreements and shit like that, and bringing certain things back to the control of our country, I think he might pull some of that off. But all that other bullshit, like I don't see it happening.
So is there some kind of democratic bankruptcy he's allowed to file when the business of America fucks up?
He's just gonna grab him by the pussy.
Nah, you got America by the pussy right goddamn now. My boy didn't even want to stay in the White House on his first motherfucking night as president. Like, yeah, this is nice. I'm heading back to New York now. Like, bro, you not even finna come look around in this bitch, bro?
No, I'm good. I got a tower. If I lay this bitch on its side, it's gonna be bigger than the White House. So, but yeah,
That I mean, to me though, that's what's gonna be crazy about it, bro. Like, dog, you're the president, and you seem to be the least interested in what the fuck is going on right now. Like, you don't even seem interested in being president.
I just can't wait to see how it plays out between the state of New York and the president of the United States. Because do you know what kind of logistical inconvenience it is for him to live or stay at his current residence?
Damn real, like, yeah, because now
Like-
you undermining the mayor, bro. Like,
You're undermining the mayor. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you're undermining the mayor, and you're disrupting all the people that ride buses and shit to go to work outside of the city, and you're fucking everything up.
everything. As soon as you walk out, it's a fiasco out that bitch, or it's like mapped out days and weeks in advance to fuck up everybody's commute this one morning when you finna move around, and y'all not finna tell them what's going on.
No,
you just gonna tell
until
them,
the barricades are there.
You gonna tell them the day of. No, you can't go this way.
Yeah, yeah, like the added, the added police presence is going to have to be around because even though the Secret Service and all that, the police are the ones that have to handle the logistics and routing traffic.
That's crazy.
And, like he's going to inconvenience the shit out of the state and city of New York.
And see, like, DC is built around that shit, so
Yeah.
it's made for that.
Yeah.
It's the District of Columbia, and that's where all the presidential shit go down.
Yeah.
At. But you just finna change the whole dynamic of New York right now, bro. Like, and I don't know how long you plan on doing it, but for the time that you are in this shit, trying to live in Trump Towers and be the president, like, bro, y'all was tripping about Hillary emails. But you trying to be the president from the Trump Tower.
In New York. Mind you, he's an idiot. Because, I mean, God forbid anything like 9/11 ever happens again, but your stupid ass is going to be right in the heart of where the shit goes down. Like, now, if nothing else scares anybody about Trump, if he's dumb enough to live in New York as the president, that should scare the shit out of you and tell you how the presidency is going to run for the next 4 years.
I'm telling you.
Like
again,
you got to be a special kind of stupid.
Again, bro, it's just too much shit like that to be said about the man who, again, holds the highest office in our country. As I said before, the man done, like, compromised the whole integrity of the position.
Yeah.
If you never, ever in your life believed that the president was just a puppet, you know what I'm saying? Like, as much as we wanted to be optimistic about that shit with Barack when people called him a puppet, or with any other president that was called a puppet, if you ain't never believed that shit before, bro, this shit got to make you feel some kind of way.
Well, and I think the presidents prior respected a certain protocol.
Yeah.
Just like the first thing Trump did was sign an executive order to try and alleviate Obamacare. Like, you can flex, but you're going to make waves that, you know what I'm saying? It's all politics, and D.C. is favor for favor or dirt for favor. You know what I'm saying? So people just respected and played the game because, like the television show Scandal, that's real shit for real.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So,
definitely.
But I think Trump's going to go against the grain, and it's going to be it's going to be some crazy shit going on in the next 4 years. Boy.
On another note, though, to my boy who just left up out that bitch for the last time, man,
Not out.
I'm so ready to see some sort of glimpse of Barack Obama's civilian life, man. I wasn't familiar with him as a senator before he decided to run for president. I didn't know who the hell Barack Obama was until probably what it was. We voted for him in 2008, so probably 2007, like the end of 2007, I started hearing his name for real. And I didn't get, like I say, he was a career politician. Didn't he say he going back to some sort of job in politics?
The only announcement that I saw was about a presidential. I forgot what they called it, but they're taking some time off, and then they're going to start a center in Chicago that they hope to make nationwide, like a presidential program. I guess like a mentoring type situation.
True.
For young people. That's the only thing that I have seen about them. What they've said they are going to do when they get done taking a break and finally sleeping for 8 hours.
True.
So we'll see.
But yeah, like him, like I say, when I was introduced to him and his name and all that shit there, he was already a politician. He was a senator. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. You see people in government running for higher positions in government.
Yeah.
I expect somebody with some sort of political experience to be running for president of the country. But I want to see him now as a civilian, man, like with all the scrutiny this man been under. And he get to flex as like, bitch, I did that shit for 8 years and y'all ain't got shit on me.
Yeah.
He can come out and turn up if he want to. He can smoke. He can drink.
Hey.
I mean, he was already, you know what I'm saying? No, it's been public that yes, he's partake in smoking marijuana before, so that's not something that could have came out and fucked him up. But I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't like. I would love. I know he probably gonna go back. I would love to see him do that. Like now that it's legal shit in most states. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Barack smoking a J somewhere, but like I just want to see him otherwise as a civilian, man. I know he's gonna be on TV and shit. Man, this shit finna be wild, man. Like I'm ready for this shit.
It's the weekend too. You already know that they ducked off and he pulled up a stiff drink. He either rolled him up a doob or smoked a Marlboro Light and was like, "Oh, I'm glad that shit is over."
He said he had been smoking a cigarette every now and then anyway, still while he was in the White House. Like he ain't never really like quit. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. Trust me. I'm a cigarette smoker, and that shit it's tough, especially with real life. So imagine the weight of the world literally on your shoulders.
I'm an ex-cigarette smoker, so I know what it's like to actually quit. And man, that shit tough, man.
On another note, did you see the screenshots of Michelle Obama's face during the whole inauguration ceremony?
I seen the whole petty compilation where she was just like,
she was like, y'all so. She had that look like y'all so motherfucking flaw.
so we really doing this. This is that bullshit.
I cannot be. You are something else.
Nobody's gonna throw a brick.
Nobody.
Okay.
Why are y'all down the street? You need to bring it up a few blocks. But while we're on a political situation, everybody's heard about the fuck shit that went on down at the landing 2 weeks in a row, or 2 weeks apart. So on a political note, when all the Rock the Vote campaigns and all your favorite celebrities tell you to vote for the presidential race, you really need to focus on voting locally and paying attention to what's going on locally, because that's part of one of the only things that will change the fuckery that's going on in this city and the lack of preventative maintenance by law enforcement and city officials. So
yeah, that's that sound good. Hey, but no, honestly, though, a lot of people who have voices have been changing their.
Look at Amendment 2. So you know,
like I said though, a lot of people who have voices have been changing their message too. With as far as the go vote. It's like no, don't just go vote every 4 years.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like vote in your city, get to know your local branches of government and get to know who's running for what seats and or what offices, and you know what I'm saying, learn how to support people locally so that you will be more prepared for presidential elections. You'll be more informed at presidential elections. You'll probably have more representation in presidential elections, because if you put your people in office on a local level, like I was just previously discussing, those will be the politicians who are running for higher offices eventually. You know what I'm saying? So I agree that it started at the local level, but then on a whole other note, I also now, as of yesterday, have proof, my nigga, that anybody Like, and regardless of where they started at, on what level they started at, like, bruh ain't never been local, no kind of politician, not in his
Nah.
own city, not in nobody, and he in there right now, as the president, bruh. As the president.
I feel
Donald
you.
Trump is the motherfucking president. He's not mayor for a day. He's not the governor of a state, you know what I'm saying? Just cause he's such a financial head in New York and all that shit. He ain't take no office in his own city or state. He took the office of the nation.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, go vote, but shit. Also, if you don't like what the fuck going on and you over 35 years old and you was born here in America, you ain't got no felonies, goddamn it, run for president.
Run for president. Please do. And don't let Kanye and all these other people beat you because of their name. Y'all already buy clothes with holes in them just because Kanye made them. So grow the fuck up and let's elect somebody that can really, you know what I'm saying?
But that's another thing Trump also proved. I want to say he proved that anybody could be president because of what I feel his level of intellect is, but he also has a level of celebrity that might trump that. No pun intended. For real, like that shit might kind of overshadow how fucking dumb he is. That man rich, and to be honest, you can hear it from a lot of the people who either support him or otherwise don't, just straight up despise his ass. I'm like, no, he's not that bad. I mean, look at him. He's fucking rich. He's obviously a good businessman. He's obviously this. He's obviously like that shit. They not even paying attention to how this man is like expressing he feels about certain shit. How this man is just planning on enacting certain shit that is, you can tell is coming from a place of malice. Like he's not doing it to better anything. He's doing it specifically to like stifle certain groups and certain projects, like Obamacare.
Yeah.
Like he not saying, well, Obamacare is good, but hey, I think this is better. He was like, nah, fuck that. Like I want that shit up out of there.
Yeah.
He don't want the Affordable Care Act out of there. He want Obama's name out of there. He don't want that to be something that's tied to his legacy. So he like, bitch, if I got to cancel that bitch and buy a number, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what he on right now. He's like, well, we gonna cancel this whole shit. And literally, I think they're gonna just propose all kind of the same acts over again as far as healthcare, and just try to make
Put
it
a
look
new
like,
paint job on it.
yeah, we saved y'all again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just like, you know, it's been heavy in the news right now. A lot of Trump supporters who did not know and would not accept when we were trying to tell them what the fuck Obamacare was, and the fact that, you know, when Obama first wasn't vibing with the whole Obamacare shit because of where that name came from, that wasn't something he created. That was something that was created out of malice. They're like, Obamacare is like, no, it's the Affordable Care Act. These people don't understand that shit is for them too. These people don't understand that shit is the reason why they have healthcare now. So now all they hearing is Trump saying he gonna get rid of Obamacare. They're like, yeah, fuck that shit. And then they get these letters about they shit. Wait, whoa. You mean my shit going too? No, I thought you were taking away the niggas' healthcare.
Well, see, and I had this conversation earlier about the Obamacare and the executive order that Pussy Grabber signed. It's like a shit in one hand, wanting the other type situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because before affordable health care, people were bitching about medical bills. Now they're bitching about how high their premium is. Like, you know, and it's people that wanted to see the Affordable Health Care Act implicated and, you know what I'm saying, implemented. Excuse me, my fucked up vocabulary. But you know, it's people that voted for it and wanted to see it happen, and it's people that didn't want to see it happen. So it's, you know, people will cry hungry with a loaf of bread under their arms. So one thing you can't please is everybody.
Damn,
you know?
real. And like I say, that shit wasn't put out there to please everybody. It was enacted to help a lot of people, and it did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Trump is trying to do away with this shit without trying to help nobody. He's not trying. Like I said, he didn't. Nobody would be mad at Dog about getting rid of Obamacare. He was like, look, man, that shit was okay for the moment, but I figured something better out, so we're gonna like move your shit out the way, and we're gonna put this better shit in there. He was just like, yeah, we getting rid of that shit. He not even telling people what he gonna replace it with. And his supporters who were so behind him getting rid of that shit before he got elected, now that he's got elected and really did repeal a bunch of that shit, they're like, wait, what the fuck did you just do? How the fuck you gonna take away my health care?
I was
I
supposed to have
told you
surgery.
motherfuckers I was
Yeah.
taking away the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah.
That's what I had. So I had insurance through the
The
Affordable.
same shit.
Man, I didn't know I had nigga care.
baby, look at this. Would you look at this right here? Yeah.
Turns out Obama gave all us the black people's insurance. That motherfucker snuck the black people's insurance on us, and then when Trump got rid of the black people's insurance, he took away our shit.
Some bitch.
Bring Obama back so we can get his ass out of there again.
But you know, if you want to elect somebody that has no political background in 4 years and do the same shit over again, basically, at least pick a celebrity like Michael Render, Killer Mike. You know, somebody with a head on his shoulders.
Killer got to run though, man.
You know what I mean?
See, that's the thing.
So
Listen,
yeah, like
listen. This is what I believe. President's been white. Even if not forever, because you know they say, well, we had this. Well, as far as the history that people remember, as far as the history that people exploit, all the presidents is motherfucking white. All the presidents before Barack Obama that was discussed and taught about was motherfucking white. And when Barack Obama black ass got in there, he really made some people feel like any fucking body can be president. People who didn't.
it was a great move for the country. Either way you slice the pie.
No, I mean, check it. Okay, yeah, because he gave a lot of black kids that hope that we didn't have before. Like, motherfuckers used to tell us we could be anything, and one thing we knew we couldn't be was the motherfucking the power. We couldn't be above the law. We couldn't be the president because we had never seen one in our lifetime that we could identify with, that we had proof of. So we're like, man, we can be anything that y'all let us be. But like you said, he became president. A bunch of black people got some hope. Like, yeah, I can be anything, man. I can hold. And he gave that shit a respect too. Like, he would make little black boys want to be the motherfucking president because he held that office with dignity and you know what I'm saying. He accomplished some shit while he was in there. But he also made racist people, he made some racist people who did not see black people as people believe that, God damn it, anybody can be president. One of them nigga monkeys got in. A goddamn
so fucked up.
A goddamn gerbil can run the country. For real. And you know what I'm saying? So that made them optimistic when Trump was like, I'm running. They didn't look at it like, well, you ain't got no political experience. They're like, well, the fucking nigger monkey just did it. You can goddamn do it.
All right, Clayton Bigsby.
Anybody with white skin can do better than what he did. That's all they saying. And
man.
But you know what I'm saying? Now Trump has made intellectuals feel like, God damn, bro.
Anybody can be
Because
president.
at least the nigga was an educated nigga. At least the nigga was already a goddamn politician. You know what I'm saying? He was a stand-up guy. This man, Trump, is everything against what the country boasts. Like, what America really claims to be, as far as what they put out there for people to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got that front they put on. When America put on its suit and stand up there and lie to you and say what they are and what they believe in, Trump is everything but. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's got me I ain't even gonna say optimistic, but just kind of anxious to see what is gonna be in either 4 years or whenever they decide to impeach his ass. Eventually, I feel like somebody gonna see like, man, this man is incompetent. I don't know. I don't know why that didn't happen before. Like, god damn, bro, that office is not that vetted. Like, y'all don't really send this man through no kind of real deal evaluation, or he ain't gotta pass no test. Like, he ain't gotta do he ain't gotta sit down and take a math test. You feel me? Like, come be for real. There's no standardized test you gotta pass before you the president.
I gotta take a fucking survey to get a job at Home Depot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, all my jobs, my call center jobs and shit I done had, we done had to take an aptitude test.
Exactly.
And it involves us sitting down. I don't even think Trump can really use a computer like that. I think he dictates his tweets.
Probably.
You're like,
or
even
voice
though
texting.
we be down his throat about that shit about what the fuck he's actually tweeting. Yeah. I think somebody else is mad as fuck because they got to sit there and type that shit. Because he's not the one operating. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally operating his Instagram or his Twitter or whatever. Like, but the man is incompetent, so eventually that's gonna be figured out, and he's either gonna be out of there early, or he gonna somehow make it through them 4 years, but whoever the fuck decide to run against him afterwards is probably gonna win. And honestly, I want to see the boy Cory Booker do something, man. Like he gave a awesome speech at the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, and like I don't
even know who that is.
He another black dude in politics, man, doing something.
Yeah.
I think he's the I'm not finna Google him right now because shit, we can do that as hood as fuck. But I think he out of Philadelphia.
We're not on a time frame.
You feel me? We do what the fuck we want. You know we talk
You
that
bitch.
bud talk. And I'm black. I'm black and I smoke weed. So that's like CPT squared, colored people times squared. So I get to be slow and
that's why
and
it
late
took
on
you an hour to
everything.
get to the studio.
Hey, we don't have to talk about that. Like, it took me an hour, but I live 59 minutes away.
No, bro, you live like 6.5 minutes away.
Hey.
So.
Oh, yeah. He's from New Jersey.
From Jersey.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, he I want to see him take a stab at it for real. Or otherwise, shit, whoever decided to challenge Kanye.
Yeah, right. I don't think Kanye's really gonna run.
I don't think he wants that responsibility.
Listen, the man is having a hard enough time dealing with the fact that his mother's dead, and it's how many years later?
Yeah.
So.
And he has an even harder time dealing with motherfucking paparazzi. Like, that man gonna have Secret
paparazzi.
Service white paparazzi the fuck out.
Yeah. Security! But that and, the fucking Kardashian clan, like, I don't think he has the stamina to be president and be part of the Kardashians and have emotional issues about his mama and the paparazzi.
And you think it's a fiasco with how Trump brought his family into the whole business of the White House in America and all that shit. Imagine that panoramic picture when Kanye get in there and he got to bring the whole Kardashian
and
clan
the first
in.
lady is Miss I Hit It First. Come on now. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, but can you do much worse than Melania Trump, bro?
I mean,
listen.
Unless y'all want Braitlyn Jenner in the
listen.
White House.
So you mean to tell me that the president got to be a natural born U.S. citizen, but his first lady can be a male or the bride?
And what's her name?
Melania Trump.
Mylanta. Ain't that a medicine? The fuck?
You say melanoma. That's the skin disease.
Salmonella. Ain't that about chicken or some shit?
This baby can't speak English very well. I mean, she can read some shit every now and then when she done rehearsed it and been coached through it, but
she's probably a Russian spy.
Damn, bro. Damn. Don't say Russian spy with the whole conspiracy behind
Putin and all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying, B.
Why the fuck didn't they catch this?
2 + 2 is always equal to 4, bro.
Boy, this shit was set up so long ago.
God damn.
This man.
That's probably Putin's daughter.
No, this man
you know
is
what I'm
like
saying?
literally the opposite of Barack, man. Like,
yeah.
He Quincy Orcha. He the white devil. Like, my dog cheated on his first wife with his second wife, and he cheated on his second wife with his third and current wife.
Who became the first lady?
Who is the first lady of the United States
Who
of
could
America,
possibly
bro?
be the daughter of Putin?
This lady got like naked pictures of her out here already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That done been out here since, way back.
But they cool with that.
But, I mean, man, let Michelle Obama dress would have flew up the wrong way getting off of Air Force One.
Oh, my God. It was breaking
That
news.
black whore.
The CNN breaking news alert face.
First lady president is a black whore. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
That shit would be crazy, dog.
This country is, what can I say? It's bass backwards,
I don't get it, but yeah, man. I like I say, 4 years from now, man, it's gonna be a real shit show. Like, imagine if you had been in politics for 30, 40 years, and you had dreams of like one day, you know what? I'm gonna be the president one day, man. I've done these other jobs and I've held these other offices in politics. Man, I think I can do it, man. My management skills is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with economics, man. I'm good with networking and delegating, putting people in position. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take a stab at it.
So Hillary, okay.
Hillary, like no real shit. And see, I'm not even talking about having to run against Trump. I'm just talking about like you was one day considering the shit, and then you see somebody like Trump run and just completely like shit on the name president, like shit
or
on the
the
title,
effort.
shit
Yeah.
on the title, like you know what I'm saying? Like you be like, man, I don't even know if I want to tie myself to this shit no more. Because now it's no longer a symbol of perseverance. It's no longer a symbol of like you put in your hard work and you lived your life a certain kind of way to hope that you could hold this position. It's like, nah, you did whatever the fuck you want. You ran up them bands and you jumped in there like that. You feel me?
The Bible say that money is the root of all evil. So
Because Hillary,
there go the evil.
and Hillary got it worse than that person that I was saying, because like you say, Hillary is the most qualified presidential candidate ever for that job of that position. She the most qualified ever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about all that personal shit people got against her. Like
She's not good with emailing, but okay.
You want to look. I mean, but again, like
Yeah.
I said, Trump can't run his social media because he probably ain't good with that shit neither. Fuck you mean? Like you want to look at a resume though? You want to look at motherfucking stats though? This lady is like the shit, and she was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I've been the first lady one time. I've been the Secretary of State for this long. I done held all these political offices. You goddamn right, I'm finna run for president. And then when she said, this motherfucker say, yeah, me too. The fuck?
Wait a minute. But a lot of people say that Donald he ran just out of spite because of how Obama gunned his ass at the correspondence dinner.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
got,
slid his ass in front of everybody.
He got a little dick syndrome, man. You know what I'm saying? The man that went at his like, fuck you, I'm gonna take your job. And he ain't even take it. He like, I'm gonna get it when you're done with it.
Yeah, for real.
When you can't have it no more, goddamn it. I'm gonna pick it up and just I'm a shit all in that.
If that isn't a perfect example of the ridiculously wealthy can do what the fuck they want to do.
That's what I'm saying. He the epitome of it, dog.
Shit.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't even want to talk about Donald Trump this much.
Bro, we done covered it for like 20, a good solid 20.
But it's depressing, man. Like I'm not outraged. I'm not out here tearing up shit like I've seen people. Allegedly, people were rioting up there in D.C. and then, a clip came online of people throwing shit through windows at a building, and they claimed that building was a bank downtown D.C. I ain't seen no street signs.
It pissed me off because they broke the window to Starbucks. Don't you fuck with Starbucks, all right?
That's not a Starbucks coffee cup you got right there, though.
No, this is Gate. Shout out to Gate.
Bro, don't defend Starbucks and you drinking gas station coffee.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't no Starbucks right here by the studio. The fuck? Shit. Gas is high.
But yeah, I'm not outraged like that. I'm just, I'm past my initial stage of depression, man. I clearly didn't vote for the boy. But he ended up.
I think we've promoted that fucktard enough.
You hear me?
On another note, I wonder if the Kendrick Lamar Andre 3000 Big Crit record is some legit shit.
Hey man, y'all stop fucking playing like that. Like make your little picture and send that shit to all their managers and just say we would like to see something like this. Don't put that shit online.
Because you get my hopes up and then I investigate. Like I really want to come punch you in the fucking throat.
Man, I really want to see that Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and goddamn Big Crit shit go down.
So bad.
No,
bro.
It was Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000 and Big Crit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you know how fucking bananas that is? Like
man.
Kendrick and Andre alone, it would be like 232 bar verses.
Crit and Andre alone,
bruh,
is just
like that's some shit I'm really, really anticipating.
We'll probably hear a song. Somebody gonna mash up a song.
You know what I mean?
That shit gonna be whack.
And then
like that so-called new Lil Wayne song. Hey man, that new Lil Wayne song that is supposedly a Kodak Black disc is not a new Lil Wayne song, man.
That was just somebody good with Pro Tools.
Yeah, man. That's just that man verse over another beat. It's probably not even the beat. Probably just as old as the goddamn verse.
Yeah.
Y'all, man. Look, it's some real deal fans, some real followers of the man music and shit.
For real.
I can't go back and find the name of the song right now because I literally got a lot of his music from all of his albums to most of his mixtapes, and I've heard, like, when I heard that so-called diss, I was rapping along with the shit. So
yeah,
that's
new
old
shit,
man. That's not new shit. It didn't even sound new.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Draker releases while Gates is up the road.
I just saw a tape.
She's been teasing like they got some shit in store. So
I just saw a tape on that Piff. I think I downloaded it for my fiance. It's called Bismillah. You know, and it's like shit. It might be like 30 tracks on that bitch. For real.
from Gates,
Yeah.
word.
It's called Bismillah. You know, he got on his hey, forgive me, I don't know the term for the garment that the Muslims wear.
But he's wearing that thing.
He got that
I know what you're talking
on the cover. It don't look. I mean, from what I know, it's not official. I ain't see it like advertised like through none of his actual social media or nothing. But you know, it just be unreleased tracks and shit. But yeah, it's something out, and his camp probably put that out just to.
I've been
Man, free Gates, man.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. They got that man in there for them 6 months, man.
I've been heavily following the videos they've been dropping though. The inside
Oh, yeah.
the grind.
Yeah.
I like shit like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, for real.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man. Stoner's Lane. I guess I should just plug that. I'm gonna just randomly do that shit every now and then.
Stoner's Lane Tourette's. Stoner's Lane.
Stoner's Lane, goddamn it.
Like Rain Man, Charlie Babbitt. Yeah, Charlie Babbitt.
Shameless and also very badly placed plug. Just
Stoner's Lane.
Did you fly the hook with that? Did you just throw that in there somewhere?
Stoner's Lane.
That was an ad lib.
Stoner's, yeah, definitely Stoner's Lane.
You know we talk that bud talk. I'm ready to go finish this joint, man. We might wrap this one up early, man.
We're only like 13 minutes early compared to the last episode.
I'm cool with
12.
that. We recorded a whole hour, you know what I'm saying? Again, you feel me?
Unfortunately, we apologize that we spent so much time on the presidential shit, but it's just that fucking.
And it just happened. It's not
You
like we
know.
finna come on this bitch every goddamn episode. And I mean, we gotta talk about, if we were talking about what happened with my president's still Barack Obama. I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on.
This is a public service announcement.
I'ma send that nigga letters when there's some real shit that I would want to ask the president. I'm gonna ask him like he's still the president. Mr. President, what do you think we can do about you know anybody you can pull some strength? I'm gonna be asking him to pardon people and
Hey,
shit.
bro, I know you from Chicago and shit, but the weed in Florida, like, what's up? Oh, which reminds me, my dog, one of the first ones in Jacksonville to get that medical card. I ain't
Shout
gonna
out.
say no names.
Shout
but
out.
Amendment 2 works, bitch.
Shout out.
You feel me?
I also heard that a dispensary just opened allegedly in Alachua County.
What is that, Gainesville? Alachua is Gainesville, I believe.
Man, don't get me to lying.
I think Alachua is Gainesville.
Alachua County, that could be.
Yeah.
That could be that. But yeah, that dispensary just opened up, so that's what's up, man. Shout out to Amendment 2. Shout out to everybody out there lying to their doctor, getting their goddamn cards and all that shit.
My neck and my back.
My neck and my back. Doc, I can't eat. I can't sleep.
All right, Mr. Lacey, what's the problem? I can't see you.
I'm blind, goddammit, and I'm not hungry.
And I can't sleep worth the shit. Help
yeah, man.
me.
Shout out to everybody who got their card, man. Like, hey, look, listen. Not to make light of it, man. If you really, really need marijuana to help you with something that you got going on, that's a legit ailment, man. Do what you got to do. Holler at your doctor, get your card, man. Go about it the right way. Don't be out here getting arrested in a state where that shit is somewhat legal now. You feel
Listen,
me?
Like, weed is some serious shit, bro.
What you
Like,
mean by that?
For real, from a medical standpoint.
Oh, definitely. Is.
I saw a video of Montel Williams talking about it one time, and he
Yeah,
said
he got MS.
because of his MS, he would get leg tremors and spasms so bad that he would damn near kick his wife out the bed.
Yeah, I heard him talking about that.
And when he smokes a doob or hits the bowl, he sleeps throughout the night. So, you know.
And that's what it's all about,
yeah.
man. It's about just regulating yourself. We can get into it, later on. But I learned that about marijuana, man. The human body, they teach us about the body systems when we're in school: the circulatory system, the respiratory system, the neuro, you know what I'm saying, system, and all that shit. There, your nerves and your muscles, your skeleton, and all that shit. But I learned that there's a whole cannabinoid system in the human body. There's cannabinoid receptors associated with all of our vital organs. And what happens is when we put that THC in our body and that shit, vibe with them cannabinoid receptors, it's like a key to a real deal natural human stabilizing function. Like that shit go to checking with the vital organs, making sure everything good. And if something is working too slow, you know what I'm saying? That shit tells
It'll
that
tune it up.
It
Yeah.
tune it up. If something's overproducing or doing too much, it'll tell whatever that is to stop. So like it's really the natural. When we say it mellows you out, it levels you out. That's what it's really here to do, is to get you right. You feel me? So all these people who had these stories, these testimonies of it doing that to them, that's what it really do.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what's up. Like we got to keep promoting that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we get into the whole I like to be high and be entertained shit, but that's kind of us just saying like this helps me be me. This helps me be happy. Cause most of the time when we get high, we happy, we laughing, we having a good time. We ain't out here trying to kill no damn body, bro.
We're out here trying to find something to eat. That's
You
about
feel
it.
me? We
You
trying to
feel me?
support some of these food businesses.
You feel me? Shit, little Debbie get all my little change.
But yeah, I gotta hurry up and go see what's up, man. I need to get me a card for real, man. Cause like I say, I'm a part of the culture one way or the other. I've been doing this shit. You feel me? How I've been doing it for half of my life. And it's been an underground culture. It's been illegal in all aspects. It wasn't no way I could legally do it, and I've been doing it. So now I want to explore legally doing it. Like when I became of legal age to carry a firearm, I didn't do it right away. I didn't get my pistol and my permit until I was like 23, 24, some shit like that. I was 23 when I got the gun. 24, I was about to turn 24 when I got my permit. I've been carrying that for 7 years now. You know what I'm saying? But I took it upon myself to explore legally getting a firearm. I ain't never had no dirty fire, no shit like that. So now that there's a legal way to get your hands on some weed, I still, like I said in the last episode, I still want to explore that. I don't want it to fuck up me having my firearm, so I got to ask questions and do research. Hey man, if y'all know anything, tell me something, man. Like hit us up, man. Hit me up. Like I told y'all before, Bud Talk Podcast at Gmail. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit us up on Instagram at Bud Talk Podcast. Remember to follow us on SoundCloud. The podcast is only on SoundCloud right now. We're going to get our shit together and start also getting it uploaded to YouTube. And I'm very, very soon looking into getting it onto the Apple platform. Honestly, I would love to develop a following first. I want y'all spread the word if y'all listening.
Support.
Yeah, support, man. Just share this shit, man. That's, we share all this other shit. I know I do. I share a shitload of shit online. Now that I have my own platform, we have our own platform, I'm probably going to share a lot less of my opinions online, man. I'm gonna just keep this shit to the podcast.
I was trying to do the same thing and just take notes, but
yeah, man, y'all gonna have to come fuck with us on the podcast for it. But y'all as the followers, as the listeners, man, just share it, man. Like somebody really might want to hear it. They might want to hear it more than you want to hear it. So just share that shit, and as we develop that following, we'll be on more platforms. But holler at us at Bud Talk Podcast on SoundCloud. Follow us. Excuse me. Follow us at Bud Talk Podcast on Twitter. Follow Stoners Lane _904 on Instagram. Follow Stoners Lane 904 on Twitter. Y'all know me as High Life 904 from Twitter. That's before I knew I was gonna have a lifestyle brand. I was just trying to promote my lifestyle then. So I'm High Life 904.
His life was high. Go ahead, my bad.
I'm Justin Plains on Facebook, man. Y'all can hit us up on Facebook. All of the other brand associated pages for Facebook are associated with my page too, Stoners Lane and Stoners Lane Threads. But just hit us up, man, and let us know what's going on. Like I said before, in weed politics and weed culture, pot culture for the people who don't like to. Some people actually say weed is like derogatory or just like street colloquialism. Like they don't know it's pot or it's marijuana or it's cannabis. Cannabis is the most politically correct term, but man, we don't
weed, bro. Weed.
Yeah.
Weed the people.
Me blaze upon the herb. You're the herb.
Yeah, and hit the email if you have any questions or just want our opinion or point of view on it.
Yeah, if you want a stoner's advice on any goddamn thing,
just hit us with a little question. Question or something you want us to talk about, or
get some stoner knowledge. I'm not a dumb fucking stoner.
Yeah, and
I'm not Harvard educated. What Barack Obama went to Harvard? I know Michelle did. Barack Obama went to college too, but I don't know well. Damn, I feel bad.
And I watched Barry. And I watched Barry. the fuck am I doing with my life?
Hey, I started watching that shit and it started off with him being in fucking school and I still
Yeah. And I didn't look at not now I'm signed.
But no, I'm not college educated, but a nigga know a little something. But yeah, man, hit us up, man. Again, we appreciate y'all listening to the podcast, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in and all that shit, though, man. You got any closing arguments, sir?
Yeah, you plugged all your shit, man. I got to plug mine.
You heard me?
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at White Stacks, WHYTESTAKKS.
Slow down. That was 2 Ks. He only said 2 Ks. You heard me? He only said 2.
Damon Down on Facebook, All Pro Studios on Facebook.
Shout out.
Which is the reason why this podcast was made possible. All Pro Studios, 904-742-7776, 2738 Rohero Road.
The rundown,
quick, fast, and in a hurry. Shout out to the main Stoners Lane boss, Dreamus, Howfly _hippie HIPPIE.
I ain't gonna never leave bruh out, man.
On Instagram.
This is this because he made it this.
You feel me? For real. Shout out to Max Out Clothing.
Max Out.
Max Out. Got a lot of big things coming up with Stoners Lane and Max Out joining together and just bossing up. You know what I mean?
God damn it, we get to plug ourselves now. This shit crazy.
You feel me?
Hey, I know we going out, but that I want to shout out D. Y'all know him from 904 Fashions, man. I know him from so much more, man. I was shopping with D before there was a 904 Fashion, when it was real deal, when he was in the Gulfville Flea Market. That's some historic shit. But yeah, he's another entrepreneur out here in the city I really respect and look up to, man. But I remember when we used to work for him with Really Nothing, when it was an advertising company, and we was doing our best to promote the city and shout out everybody else. And I always back then was saying, man, I want something to shout out that's mine. And look at us, man. I was in there talking to him. I talked to him about the podcast today, amongst other things. I saw him in the barbershop too.
Yeah.
And it's just dope. Now we here, man. We shouting out us. He been fucking with Stoners Lane, the brand. He asked about the brand and how we was doing and all kind of shit, man. But here we is, man. We get to plug ourselves and we get to sit down and talk for an hour and, man, let people, know what's going on with us. And that's what's up, man. I fuck with this shit for real.
Yeah. So, we appreciate y'all for listening. When you get done and this shit stops, go and hit that share button. You know what I'm saying?
And we gonna hit you in the mouth with another episode as soon as we can. We talk that bud talk.
Support who supports you.
Yeah.